during this time where our buildings are closed, but our mission continues. I'm going to be teaching you a core training class today, and we're going to be focusing on posture, our glutes, our abdominals, and we're going to talk a lot about how we're going to strengthen those muscle groups that are going to help us in everyday life. So grab a mat, grab a towel, anything that keeps you comfortable on your floor. You might hear some friends in the room from our Randsburg YMCA, and then you might hear some laughing. I encourage you to show your spirit and your positivity and laugh with us. The other thing you might need is a bag of rice or a bag of flour or a bag of brown sugar, something to put a weight on your hips for some of these exercises, provided that you'd like a challenge. So I'll give you a minute to grab those items, and then let's get started. Let's bring our feet wide, wider than the hips, toes pointed outward. Let's sink into the hips, bending your knees, keeping your posture upright, keeping your shoulders square. Bring your hands out to your knees. And then, as we come side to side, just bring the hand, gliding it down the side of your shin here. You're going to feel a little bit of a stretch probably in your hip flexors. Hip flexors are right here. That's what helps you run, helps you walk. And we're just warming up the body just a little bit today. Be careful not to twist over. Keep that back straight. You don't feel that heat build in the lower body as we sink every time into the squat. We're going to start off with some standing exercises so that if maybe you're uncomfortable being in the mat, you have some options for you today to keep moving. Bring your feet underneath your hips. Bring your hands behind your head or at your temples. And we're going to do some openers and a little bit of almost like a standing bird dog. So bring one heel off the ground, doesn't matter which one, we're going to do both. Bring that foot out wide. Give a little crunch into the oblique. Come in and come down. Take your time. We're working on balance here as well. Do the other side. Out, crunch, come back in and down. Lift, out, crunch, and down. Lift, out, crunch, in and down. Really press into that standing leg. Try to keep that standing leg slightly bent so that you can load right back into that lift. If you have your eyes on about maybe your heart rate's coming up already. And hey, if you wobble, it just means you're human. It's okay. Keep yourself standing here. We're going to take the front lift out and just go from side to side. Remember, we're trying not to twist right now. We want to really work on that side bend. I want you to think, rather than elbow to knee, maybe bringing your shoulder to your knee. Does that give you more? Keep moving. Flow right into bicycle. So we go opposite leg, opposite shoulder. Remember, we're thinking more shoulder to knee rather than elbow. So that if you were doing this exercise on the mat, you would get your shoulder blades off the mat. And that would decrease pulling in the head of the neck and work the obliques. Obliques is the side of the body. And we're going to work all the things that connect today. You're going to learn that your core is so much more than your abs. Let's do 2 more. 2, 1. Well, hopefully you're a little bit warm right now. If you are more comfortable at standing, keep doing those exercises. Otherwise, let's hit the deck. We're going to be on our mats. And I'm going to do exercises that have a progression. So we'll do the most basic form first, and then we'll go into some more challenges. Either stay where you are or move forward with me. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Your legs should be apart. So remember, we try not to walk or stand like this, right? This is how we stand. So I want you to think about that throughout all of the movements. We're here, and you can be on your knees or your toes. I'm going to start off on my knees. I'm going to bring one leg, doesn't matter which one. Let's go one leg up. I'm going to make a rainbow and come to the other side of my foot. Come back down. Boom. And we're staying with that same leg. So as you come up, really try to squeeze the glutes. We're going to work a lot on those today. No worries, friends. We'll get to the other side. Let's burn it out right here. If you can, go to your toes and do the same thing. Squeeze your glutes so that you don't rock from side to side. What we don't want is a rotation like this. So try to keep your hips square. From the floor. I hope you are. Don't allow your shoulders to get near your ears as you fatigue. That's your challenge. 10 more. Four, three, can you go higher? 2, 1. Great job. We're going to go into a side plank. Don't worry, we'll do that rainbow again on the other side in just a minute. Side plank, you can be on your forearm here. If you need assistance, put one knee to the mat. Lift your hips up. No matter what challenge you do in this side plank, think about your hips staying up. That's how you'll get the most out of the side plank, regardless of where you are in your journey. Bring your shoulders square. I always like to lift my hand to keep my shoulders square. And we'll stay here. Most basic movement here. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, stack your feet and come up. But again, lifting in the hips. No second. If you want a challenge here, you can pulse. Think about lifting rather than dipping. You can also do that from your knee, right here. If you want more of a challenge than this, lift up that other leg and bring knee to elbow. Reach over, knee to elbow. So here again, we're working that side oblique. But you're also bringing in the glutes. You're bringing in the abductors, that's the outside of your legs. This muscle right here. And that's going to help you move laterally in daily life. We forget, because we're always moving forward and backwards so much, that we forget about those muscle groups. We're working on them now. And if you want even more of a challenge, bring your feet up and do the same thing. Remember, keeping the hips up, that's what we want. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Slowly lower down. Whew. Man, we're already working so hard today. Let's go into some leg lifts. You might be familiar with this exercise. Bring your back onto the mat. I want you to press your shoulders back and down so you anchor yourself to the floor. If you feel your back arching in any of these exercises, just lower down a little bit. Try not to go up so high. As you come up, bring up your legs and then slowly come down. Get as low as you can without touching the floor. Push your belly towards the floor as you come down. This is not about speed. This is all about control. Stability in the core is essential, just like flexion in the core. And I love these mat exercises and stabilizing our core. And the reason why is because if we ever fall down, we need to be able to get back up. Stabilizing your core, being able to strengthen your core muscles is going to help you get off the floor if that ever happens to you. Let's do 5 more. Now you know the 3 exercises. We're going to do them again. Go back to tabletop. Get ready for rainbow. Remember what side you did before? We're going to do the other side. So bringing that leg up as high as possible so you feel that squeeze in the glute. Come across that other leg, that other foot, and do it again the other side. The hand, lift up to squeeze the glute. I feel like we all need a rainbow right now, right? Cloudy skies out there. But when you keep moving, you feel good. That spirit comes out, let that free. Means you're breaking down a barrier. If any of these exercises feel hard to you, it's because you're pushing your limit and you're finding a new one. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Side plank. The other side. Now that you've known all of the challenges, you can choose where you want to start, whether that be knee or toe. Come up, remember, those hips up, shoulders square. Either stay here or lift. Bring that leg up, oblique crunch. Sides of the legs, glutes, fire into the obliques. Remember, you want to think about a little pull or a little target in your shoulder so that we're not jerking, right? We don't want to jerk with the head or the neck. If that's your challenge. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work. Leg lifts. Bring your back to the mat. Into the floor. Bring your legs up and slowly lower down. Control the momentum. Press your belly towards the floor. Glue your body into the floor. Remember, control that momentum. So if you are coming up real quick and bringing your bum off the floor and your feet are going past your hips, we don't want that. We want control. Feet, lower down. And hey, maybe this is not the height you want to get to today. Maybe it's right here. It's your workout, your way. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your feet down. Take this minute to get your breath. Big deep breath in. Slowly exhale. One more time. Let's slow the heart rate down a little bit. Inhale. Release. Close your eyes. Think about what you just did. If that was tough, was that something that you've never done before? And you did it? Is that something you might be able to do a little bit more of next time? You make that decision. Open your eyes. Let's bring our knees over the hips. Remember, not here, not close to the belly or the chest. We want to be almost at a 90-90 angle. We're going to do some toe taps. Bring one toe down, lift up, others lift up. So alternate each side. Again, anchoring those shoulders to the ground, pushing the belly towards the ground as well. Squeeze your abs here. And remember, take it slow. You don't need to go quick. Again, this teaches us to squeeze our core and what that feels like. Hopefully you feel strength right in the middle of the body. Strength surrounding the heart. 5 more. Flexors and glutes. And put your feet down. Bring your belly. Bring your feet as close to your bum as it can go. Again, keeping your shoulders square. I want you to think about bringing one hand towards your toes without lifting your upper body off the floor. So we're trying to do almost like a side bend here to reach our toes. Come up and do the other side. I like to call these penguins. So think of yourself as a waddling penguin in the Arctic. And if you're sweating, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good image for you right now. Do you feel that squeeze in the side oblique every time you try to reach to your toe? Now, if you can, do them faster. Maybe you've got a cool image in your mind. Smile at those penguins. Smile at them waddling. You're joining the flock. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work. We're going to do some crab leg extensions. There's a few animals in this series. All right, bring your upper back off the mat. Bring your hands behind you. You're going to have a bend in your elbows. So even though this is core, you might get a little bit of arm work in here in your triceps by supporting yourself here. Don't worry, we'll give a little challenge soon. Bum can be on the mat, and we're going to do a little bit of crab leg extension. So come out with one leg, try to point that heel to the other side of the room, and come back in. Do the other leg. Try to get your heel as close to the floor as possible. And if you need more support, just sink into the triceps a little bit more. Bend those elbows to the back of the room. Hip flexors engaged. And if you need a challenge, bring the bum off the mat. Same exercise. Push into that standing leg, that foot that stays on the mat. And keep your hips lifted. Push your hands into the mat. Good job, everybody. Hey, if you see someone nearby, if you're working out with someone today, obviously they are 6 feet away from you. So they might need a whoop whoop. So give them a whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Yeah. You guys are doing great. Squeeze your glutes. Keep them squeezed. Whew. Wipe that sweat off your brow. I know I need to. We're going to move on to our next circuit. And we'll stay with our backs on the mat. So, once again, bring your feet as close to your bum as possible. We're going to do some hip bridges. And this is where you might want to grab your bag of rice or your flour, whatever it might be, if you'd like that extra weight and that extra challenge. So bring your feet close to your bum, anchor your shoulders into the floor, and maybe you want to spread those wings. Okay? If you have your weight, put it on your hips. And we're going to go up and down. So we're squeezing the glutes. We're trying to get as high as we can here, and coming right back down. Think about going slowly so that you can really feel that squeeze. Push into the heels. Use that upper back pressing in as you rise as support. And if you'd like a challenge, hold at the top range. Lift up your heels. Set your heels down. And now set your bum down. Squeeze in the glutes to make that happen. Get some stability into the knees as well. Heels, maybe you just do 2. That's awesome. The trick exercise is just get a little bit uncomfortable, right? Squeeze your Rise team. Get a little bit higher. Are you fatiguing and your bum is coming down a little bit? Check yourself. Let's go. Rise to the top. You can keep your weight on. This might be a little bit more awkward with the weight on, but bring your feet together, knees together. We're gonna do almost that same exercise, thinking about the bridge. But when you come up, when you get to that top range, I want you to try and open up your knees. So openers and closers here. So we want to be pushing into the side of the foot as we open up. Bring it back in, come down. Lift, open, in, and down. Remember, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your abs. You want stability in the middle of your body. That is what's supporting every other part of your body when you're moving them, when you're moving those other muscle groups. If you're a Pilates person, this might be a favorite of yours. If you have a ring at home, you might want to do a variation with your ring between the knees, between the thighs. We're almost there. Pushing to those sides of the feet. Last one. Make it great. Make it high. Open up wide. Hold. Close. Slowly lay down. Great job. Shake it out a little bit if you need to. You can keep your weight on if it doesn't start to slide off in this one. This one is going to be all about control, like most of our exercises, but in particular because I want you to listen before you move. Bring your hands together like this. I want you to bring your shoulder blades off the mat as you reach in the middle of your knees. So we're coming here, we come up, come back down into the middle of the knees. Hold. If you feel pressure anywhere, especially in your neck, tuck your chin to chest. Come to the right side of your body. Make an M. Coming up, down into the middle of the knees, up, down to the other side. You remember that rainbow with the glutes? Come all the way up and over. Then we'll come up sharply, down, and lower back. So let's do it together, slowly. Middle of the knee. Bring your shoulder blades up. Open up the hands. Come back down. Go to the right side. Up. Middle of the knee. Up. Other side. Big rainbow. Sharp. Up. Other side. And lower. Let's do it again. Middle. Y. Middle. Side. M. Down. M. Down. Big C across. And a big A to finish. I made that up all by myself. Bring it back in. Y. Side. Make that M. Big C. A. Come down. Do it again. Y. M. C. A. Do it again. Do you want to sing it with me? Y. M. C. A. Take whatever you've got on your hips and take it off. Last exercise. Got a little bit of almost like a circuit here. I'm going to go to the side so you can see. You can go for the variation. You can bring your hands behind you, bend at the elbows, give a little bit of support in your triceps. We're going to bring our feet out. And remember, we're going to start off with our feet close to the ground. We're going to do a little bit of a crunch, bringing the knees in, come out, lift, come down, wide, come down. So those 3 movements. On your count when you're ready. And it's okay. Once again, this is not about height. Do whatever your body allows you to do. So come in, up, wide. So maybe that's even smaller, right? You get as many as you need it to be. And we'll work on getting there. Okay, if you need a little bit more of a challenge, this will be a great one for you. Bring your hands to your sides. No support. You work on stability and balance. And if you don't want to do this, go right back to the beginning. Hopefully that was a great core workout for you today. Let's stretch it out. Let's turn over like a pancake. I say that because sometimes after I work out, I feel like a pancake. I just gotta flip over like a flapjack for my stretches. Bring your belly to the mat. Hands underneath the shoulders. Let's do a cobra. Baby if you'd like, or full cobra. Your choice. Big deep breaths. Slow down the heart rate. Slowly lower down. If you want another cobra, go for it. Otherwise, let's go into child's pose. Bring your knees as wide as the mat. Big toes are kissing. Reach to the top of your mat. If you need a more active child's pose, press your hands into the mat and you'll feel it in the upper back. Let's bring our legs around and sit as comfortably as you'd like, whether it be cross-legged, butterfly, whatever you prefer. Let's do a little torso twist here. Again, thinking about rotation here rather than here in the shoulders. Exercise felt difficult, it's because you broke down a barrier today. You find your strength when you break down the barriers. You find your strength when you do something a little bit uncomfortable. Just remember, whether it be virtual or in person, we're all in this together. Thanks so much for joining me today. Again, my name is Erika Burchard. I'm from the Brandsburg YMCA, part of our YMCA of Greater Indianapolis. I especially appreciate you taking this time to invest in yourself today and fill your heart up with some joy as you continue your health and well-being. Our mission continues, and we thank our members especially for helping us and supporting us continue our mission during this time. If you're interested in becoming a member at our YMCA, visit us at indymca.org. Thanks. Have a great week. If you can't catch me, catch somebody else. We've got so many other workouts coming to you very soon.